In the studio here, lucky to be joined by Tzipi Frank, the Tel Aviv deputy mayor. Thank you for being with us. Significantly, you've, I believe, filed a complaint over the police brutality, over their behavior last night, specifically at some of the protests. Basically, to follow up here, I mean, the police have said that they faced violence. They faced basically people coming out to the streets, breaking the health guidelines. The police have laws to enforce right now. This is their job. So they were coming out facing crowds that were breaking the current laws. What would you expect them to do?
No, actually, I was yesterday in Rabin Square from the very beginning of the demonstration. And, you know, people were standing. There were about hundreds of people from around the neighborhood, and they were families mainly. And they were standing in the, you know, in the Kikar, and they were okay, just, you know, handling their flags and their posters and everything. And, you know, just 15 minutes right after the beginning of the demonstration, about 10 police officers had arrived to the center of the Kikar Rabin, to the center of the demonstration, instead of standing, you know, just in the side and looking whether everything goes normal or not. And they decided to check all the IDs, all location, people were signed in, you know, even myself. I mean, they asked me, I told them, I'm the deputy mayor, don't you know me? And they said, of course we know you, but we still need to sign you in. I mean, and the atmosphere became or started to become much more tensed, and they kind of provoked the violence. This was what was happened last night, and I was part of it. You know, I was looking at it, and I was trying to calm down and to ask the police, maybe you'll explain a little bit better your limitations and what's going on, and tell people how to behave and how to act. But they were just into their mission to sign down, you know, to sign in all the participants in the demonstration. And, you know, and it provoked violence as in the middle of the night, actually, at around 10 o'clock, I decided that I'd like to appeal to the police commissioner in order that there should be some committee that would investigate what was going on last night, because it was more, it could have been different. It could have been different, and I believe with the collaboration of the police and the municipality, we could have, we could still keep the right of our residents and our citizens to protest.
No,
because that's
point
crucial.
You mentioned collaboration between the municipality and police. Why is there a break there? Why isn't there closer collaboration between police?
I believe that after tomorrow there's going to be more collaboration. It's important. I believe that the right to demonstrate is crucial for the resident. You must understand Tel Aviv. Tel Aviv, for the last half a year, for the last 6 months, people, you know, Tel Aviv is based on business, on leisure, on people coming and going. And, you know, for the last 6 months, people are not working. There's a lot of unemployment, and businesses are closed. And the problem is that people don't see the future. And they are frustrated, and they don't see where do we go, and there is lack of trust on the government and on the leadership. I mean, we don't understand where we're going, and people must, you know, feel that they must say, they must protest it, they must do something for their future.
But it's now the right
we must
time.
let it.
Facing the outbreak at its worst point that we've been at in this country, lawmakers in the Knesset and Parliament appear to be frustrated, beyond desperate, really, seeking for some way to lower the infection rates. Isn't this the time? I mean, here they are telling people they can't go to synagogue, they can't pray or visit each other in a sukkah.
There's a sukkah, for example, you can go into a sukkah with 20 people inside. So if you can go, you know, a person that has a business that has been closed for the last 6 months and can't open it and can let 3 people go at the meantime, you know, to the business inside. And while, you know, in a sukkah, for example, the government let 20 people go in. So that's a whole difference. And that's the, you know, the questions that are rising. But in order, the right to demonstrate is so important, the right to protest. So it must be arranged somehow. And I believe, as I told you, a collaboration between the police and the municipality may lead to it.
And Mayor Hulai is all right. I mean, we heard reports about a minor injury he sustained in these crowds, but happy to hear it. I assume you'll be present as well for future demonstrations. Appreciate your time being with us, Deputy Mayor of Tel Aviv, Tzipi Frank. Thank you, of course. A controversial and a fraught moment. I appreciate you bringing the perspectives from someone at the scene of these incidents, and of course, in an official capacity to deal with it. So we do hope to see better collaboration, and of course, the expression of democracy here. But thanks for being with us.